Sweet girl tonight. Sweet girl tonight. Sweet girl, when you call me name, me heart begin to flame. Your love sweet like melody. Girl, you bring me harmony. Every moment feel brand new. Me heart they beat for you. Sweet girl, now you me queen. Sweet as love when me don't see. Everybody sing, make the rhythm sweet. Say every beat, run the beat. Sweet girl, stay by me side. Together we go right. Clap your hand, make the vibe complete. Say every beat, run the beat. Sweet girl tonight. Sweet girl tonight. Sweet girl tonight. Sweet girl tonight. Sweet girl, when you call me name, me heart begin to flame. Your love sweet like melody. Girl, you bring me harmony. Every moment feel brand new. Me heart they beat for you. Sweet girl, now you me queen. Sweet as love when me don't see. Everybody sing, make the rhythm sweet. Say every beat, run the beat. Sweet girl, stay by me side. Together we go right. Clap your hand, make the vibe complete. Say every beat, run the beat. Sweet girl tonight. La 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 la. Sweet girl tonight. La 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 la. Sweet girl tonight. La 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 la. Sweet girl tonight. Say every beat, one beat. Sweet girl tonight. La 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 la. 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 Sweet girl tonight. Say every beat, one beat. Sweet girl tonight. La 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 la. Sweet girl tonight. La 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 la. Sweet girl tonight. Say every beat, one beat. Sweet girl tonight. La 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 la. Sweet girl tonight. La 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 la. Sweet girl tonight. Say every beat, one beat. Sweet girl tonight. La 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 la. Sweet girl tonight. La 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 la. Sweet girl tonight. Say every beat, one beat. Sweet girl tonight. La 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 la. Sweet girl tonight. La 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 la. Sweet girl tonight. Say every beat, one beat. Sweet girl tonight. La 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 la. Sweet girl tonight. La 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 la. Sweet girl tonight. Say every beat, one beat. Sweet girl tonight. La 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 la. Sweet girl tonight. La 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 la. Sweet girl tonight. Say every beat, one beat. Sweet girl tonight. La la Sweet girl tonight. Na, 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 na. Sweet girl tonight. Sweet girl tonight. Sweet girl, when you call me name, me heart begin to flame. Your love sweet like melody. Girl, you bring me harmony. Every moment feel brand new. Me heart they beat for you. Sweet girl, now you me queen. Sweetest love when me don't see. Everybody sing, make the rhythm sweet. Say I repeat, run the beat. Sweet girl, stay by me side. Together we go right. Clap your hand, make the vibe complete. Say I repeat, run the beat. Sweet girl tonight. La 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 la. Sweet girl tonight. La 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 la. Sweet girl tonight. La 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 la. Sweet girl tonight. Say I repeat, one beat. Sweet girl tonight. La 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 la. Sweet girl tonight. La 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 la. all over there. Yeah. Dance floor ready tonight. Yeah. Say I repeat, yeah. Play I'm sorry. Yeah. If I'm so. When you dance, your body shines so. I dey jump when I see you so. Say happy beats make that feeling, bro. It's with me. Anytime you dance near me, whole place glad to see. Girl, your style na victory. Yeah. When you enter now the place, all man then watch your face. But now me you call your own. Girl, you put me for first place. Your laughter bright like day, make my worries run away. From Freetown go Botown, them they talk how you swear. No go let me make a fall. Now your love how they call. Hold me close, make.
Yeah, you know, I feel a bit disturbed because it's like a feeling of deja vu. I think so I don't sit down at this platform and many other similar platforms for discuss more or less the same issue. And it's very concerning because it is shows say as a country we still the struggle, we still fragile, and unfortunately over the years we not don't learn from various processes that we don't establish for let we move as a country. We don't get TRC, we don't get Vision 2025, we don't get Transformation Conference, we don't get the Bintumani 3. And up till now, even with the most recent Bintumani 3, we will not really see tangible steps yet being taken for let we able to move the nation forward based on the findings and the recommendations that we've been there in the communique. And we also need to be reminded that it is not an institution that will bring peace in Sierra Leone. And that make a reference to Bintumani 3. We're not going, number one, establishing the institution is going to add a burden to we already struggling economy. The institution, whether it could get the level of independence and space where if someone within the presidency, for example, do something, that institution, they go able to write them a letter and say this is statement or this is action. It's wrong and it ambog peace and national cohesion. We are yet to reach that level. So it's about then day-to-day interaction them. Now go bring peace and national cohesion. And the incidents and where don't they happen, then a build-up of what don't they happen over time. It's not necessarily tied into the COVID. Because when you look at the situation based on reports received, it's under investigation though, in Tombo, not to just that money, the people then go vex so say, this and that. It's something we don't build up over time. And I think so we all for understand, say the country is wrong, the country is divided, it is highly partisan, people are not get justice, people are not get access to even basic things. A lot of things don't happen, we don't hinge on the human dignity. The way they don't sack people in a walk, the way it's difficult for let people and get money for take care of their family, all them things they aggrieve people there. And when you hinge on the human dignity of an individual, you really hurt them to the core. It's very challenging for bounce back. It takes time for bounce back because now the core of inhumanity now you don't hinge on so. And so the issues there are so now then they affect we so now where like I say over the years. And if you look at the TLC report, it come out to the same thing. Exclusion, marginalization, the lack of access to basic services, the inefficiency, corruption. If they feel say certain state institutions are compromised, they know they deliver justice. Citizens can't go and say I get this issue or somebody do me something and I go able for get justice. All of them things and now they cause the war. And even after the war, over 20 years on, we still they come back and talk about the issues. Even as they say youths then they do this or misguided youths then they do A, B, and C. What they do, we condemn violence in all its forms. We all get small issue we will get concerned about, but violence is definitely and certainly not the answer. But then we need to go back and ask, why then youths they are always the resort to violence? What do the state institution? What do the community structure? We they say they get parents. We got to go back. The social fabric, is it still in order? Where people then come out from homes, where people then they will really bring them up well. Where the paramount chief, the village head, and respectable people that like when we self been they grow up, respectable people that use for live within the communities, they were not politicians. They were just respectable people. And because of that absence there, these are some of the reasons why they see youth there, then they be, or the misguided youth, then they be so violent. And they know they see example. When they call certain names there around you, they see, say, a number of governments, then they come, then they get thugs. Well, then they guide the youth or the youther or the youth man. Then go they do all kinds of bad thing, funny thing, and they're encouraged. Until you go see maybe a change of government, then I go see police go all there. So that's the example they have, and then they follow.
So what we miss? Is it that from the community level, where then structures and the way you don't support, so not they in place? Now that we miss them completely, or now listen state authorities them, not been listening, like how you say, you don't say we they see the signs of this coming. Now listen, people not been listening for, or like follow the signs them, for say we go reach to the kind of violence here, where we they see so now?
Well, leadership don't be a deficit in this country since post-independence. And leadership across the board. And when all them things there, even though they in this crisis, who that don't come out, where are the moral guarantors? Where people live, where for stand up and say, no, enough is enough. Whether not the misguided youth them, whether not the political parties, whether not the police, whether not the judiciary, where are people in the society? We stand above board. We get the integrity for able for say, Mr. President, this thing is not right, or Mr. Chief Justice, this thing is not right, or una then you flow, sit down, let talk. Waiting at this.
All right, in name na Valnora Edwin. Of course, this nothing we have been done talk long years ago. Long years ago, as you can see now during the COVID time. And I've been doing 98.1. Mabel, when I've been the presenter, I've been actually talk to him on that. All right, so the program we watch, we are on YouTube and on Facebook. And of course, they can talk to Valnora Edwin this morning. And today na International Women's Day. Yes, I mean at the week we did so. So they still talk about things them where they happen around woman business them, na the country. So because of that, we get one very strong woman this morning. And of course you see the title where we ask, say International Women's Day na salon. If we leader them, they actually afraid strong woman them, or they actually want for build, they want for develop more strong woman them, we go actually stand up to them with head up high, and so all of this we get for look at waiting day for the woman them as we they talk about International Women's Day. Yes, we know say holiday day, a day where they don't put aside. Yesterday the 8th and today the 9th, today now holiday. That is why you see the paper then this today they all drown. We're not able to come up with any of the paper then. But let me just start the conversation quickly and bring up Valnora Edwin for we fumble them. Let we can start the talk. You are watching over for like and share the program. Good morning, Madam Valnora Edwin. Okay, so you check your mic the off. The program where you watch right now.
Yes.
Yes. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Thanks for having me, and happy International Women's Month to all the great women across Sierra Leone where they do marvelous and great things for their family, their community, and for the nation.
All right, so as you did at the screen, so you want green, like we just use this time for talk to you first as a woman. Family member, in name now Valnora Edwin, of course, a very strong woman inside we country where we call Sierra Leone. Say what you may, now passing this way in terms of woman business, done they before, in terms of governance business, done they before, in terms of human rights, in the country, done they before, and don't make sure say, it do the best to in ability for make sure say, peace and cohesion day inside the country. And now as we talk, so they're all day for say our best. We can able for put people them together, lay while and come back now the country, try for make le cool water go always then a go on for lay we not get with you, we don't refer to just know then could cast them and other things then. If you watch we don't play, a video when we just start the program for actually remind we all of what that this person be, how he used for talk on issues them inside the country. So if we talk about International Women's Day, or we talk about the month where we celebrate, or where we try for put things them in place for the woman them, go they 50-50, if possible, 60-40, 60 for woman, 40 for man, as it happen at some side. This now one of the people in way we go on for celebrate. And now one of the people in Dandy, if they get strong voices, that means that the country don't contribute greatly inside, salon. And guess what? It don't get over 20, please, I just say over 20 years of experience in this public policy, democracy, civil society work, and plenty other things there. And this not the woman way, if you go talk Creole, or if you say where you born you pick, you go say this na insult but be left for the other one where you call being. In other words, if you hear about another strong woman voice when Marcela Samba say, this na left game the campaign for good governance. Now, only organization there for long time. You don't project the image of that organization there till a year for come out, and then Marcela Samba say be able to take over that particular organization. If I get it right, it's having that organization there for like 12 years as the executive director for Campaign for Good Governance, CGG, if I get it right. If I'm mistaken, you will correct me at this particular minute. And like I say, it don't really do very well in terms of leadership role. It as well be chairperson for the African Women Leaders Network, Sierra Leone chapter. It as well be a member of the National Coalition, like the national EB as well. Sorry, they part of the National Elections Watch, in organization when a CGG, of course, we na de Marcela Samba CCD, now part of the coalition. Then we form the National Elections Watch. EB as well done the 50-50 group, the woman group. Then we advocate for women political participation and plenty other one. Them as we talk, so the Independent Commission for Peace and National Cohesion, it is as part of the board member. So if we reach to this point one more time, we want to say happy strong woman day to you.
Thank you.
All right, so let me start the program and with this one, the issue of International Women's Day. You think say woman them actually don't they get within they really deserve inside Sierra Leone?
Well, I think I would say it don't be progressive over time. Successive governments they don't enact a number of legislations, and you will recall we don't mention about like the three gender acts we been done in 2007. And along the line, I think 2012, now we get the Sexual Offences Act, where they don't amend now, I think in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And then we don't get other legislations, then we don't deal with custom land rights, even in the mining sector, we don't get in terms of politics, and even within the private sector for the Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment Act. So progressively over the years, we don't get very progressive legislation, and we also get policies. There are policies on education, and so we don't get the free healthcare. We don't continue, and we get policies on education for girls or women. They will go on STEM, that they will get scholarship up to tertiary level. So, it more or less being progressive. We are not there yet, that I can say, and being 52% of the population, being the second half of the population of human race, not to get for big and crawl and cry over, but unfortunately the construct of societies, not even unique to Sierra Leone, all over the world, don't restrict women over the years. And so it just be say with time, countries and they try for ensure say they acknowledge that we are the second half of the human race, and no country not go develop if you not empower and develop your women.
Okay, if I get that right, the global theme for this year now give to gain. It is then basically there for talk how for give support, how for give opportunity, the resources, the respect, to women. Let me localize this one quickly and for see how it fits into we own country. For actually give the support and the opportunity, the resources, and above all the respect for women, especially when it comes to politics. You think say it exists?
It's still problematic, right? You go here, and so one of the things that we don't be a challenge is the way we society constructed. The society in the way we don't build them from childhood, then they train like una demand and now say you superior to woman. So we don't get story the way they say small brother they go discipline in big sister.
Yeah.
We don't get session where family meeting dey, the woman they not go talk. Now the man they no more they talk. Even the small bobo then at the family, then go talk before their mama then talk, then granny then talk. So the way we don't nurture, we picking them from childhood. That division don't dey. We don't bring up man there or boy picking and say you superior to woman. So and man then born with an ego. So when dem big, when dem occupy spaces, dey occupy position, e very difficult for some wey all dem conversation yarn don start so now for let dem able relate in a respectful manner to woman and see say woman get sense, woman get dignity and na somebody wey you and him partner together well and partner meaning not necessarily say na maridos business but also in your office, in your workplace and wherever you meet them. So the same dey apply within the political space. You dey find out say the woman dem dey go first for women's wing. You dey find out say in the mainstream when you dey say representation no too for just go put me and sit down at the chair but it's about that space wey get power, wey get influence, wey dey carry weight. Na that side we want for see woman, not in the numbers. Yes, we need the numbers, say minimum 30%, but it's about those positions wey na dey the decision dey make. We wan for see whether na woman dem wey you dey say dem dey say godfathers of political parties. I no hear anybody godmothers within political parties. The secretary general, the chairperson, the deputy chairperson, especially of the older political parties. You dey get some other younger political parties wey dem dey do that. They have women in very strategic positions. But the older political parties wey over time na dem kin dey win most ten at the election, you don't see that happening. The strategic positions dem, they are not held by women. You dey find out say even in other wey dey look at the internal democracy, constituency chair, zonal chair, you know, organizing, even the when dem dey conduct the election, the person wey dem go tell you say na electoral commissioner or na dem dey in charge of the election, you don't see a lot of women. Even for the women's conference for some party, na man dem dey go conduct am. So they don't give women the space and understand say this is another human being like me. E get brain because I think make im take am in that practical sense. E get brain like you sef, e dey think like you sef. E just be say God make some differences dey between we and it's to complement each other. Not so for say one superior person company. Na for let we complement we sef. So we can look at some things from different angle. We get different way we dey reason thing there, but it's to complement each other. But some man dem not able relate that way dey. The moment dem see woman, you no for talk, you no for get space, you no dey understand certain thing. Even for we sef we dey experience am. Not only the thing dey happen, you dey go take your car go garage. Me don experience that. I take my car go garage. I say, okay, my son, you get more time. You dey go monitor how dem dey do this car. When the time reach now, I go there. I dey ask say so like because you no just dey do me car, you get for explain to me wetin you don do and all of that. You see then dey talk to me son, then we can oh the mommy na I don done the car now, na this na the cost. Now I say you lie. I say why I don turn up now, na me can with me car. I make me son dey calm because I don't have time and for let e learn. I say from where I can, you know dey talk to me, na you dey talk to. The way you say for pay you come to me, I say na im go pay. Na e turn e dey beg because dem just get that understanding say when e come to motor car, na woman e no dey understand. So we can dey talk about you know rural women dem get challenge na but even for we sef dey encounter am. You dey call workman dem car na host, me don get am, e dey pass you so. Na you call dem car o can work am, e dey pass you so. Like when my son go, they go tell me son Adu he left me. And na me call you. You see say I big, this na my son. E dey pass me so. E tell me son Adu, e forget say na me there, na me get for pay am. E know say na this person for pay me. But to have a conversation, for relate, e no dey do am. And that's because of how they don't bring her up. So we sef dey experience that. So in all spheres, and they reflect more within the political space that you don't see space for women. You know that you they see and they watch all the media houses all the time, where then discussion they come around all them different thing there. I not see none them political party then they come with women. So where are the women within the political parties? They're not get woman they will able articulate issue. They're not get woman they will understand the issues. They are me not see one. But when they talk about tripartite, then they talk about 2023 election, then they talk about lower level election. I don't see one party, especially the two old party then, we can with women for carry along those discussions, or even within the discussions, they give it a gender face. So that's the unfortunate context with it, even with all the laws and policies they will get.
So now bring this you as a woman able to break certain glass ceiling. For example, leading, the campaign for good governance, where now they may begin for, or now they may be sabi you force, for break the ceiling for leader kind organization day. That now one side, but now your organization as a woman, they mix with other organization the way now man them now they actually they take how it's like for relate with them, especially when it comes to decision making.
So one of the things that I will really say in my own personal experience, I not really encounter in my professional life where I go say man then disrespects me or then challenge me because I'm a woman. So yes, we will disagree on issues, we'll get an argument, but all my professional life I've been respected as a colleague. I've been supported as a colleague, and we don't run along with issues as a colleague. That I will say. I know other colleagues then can come up and say, oh, now this may happen to me, now that may happen to me. But really, I want for thank God. I don't know how, but I no ever experienced that level of discrimination because I'm a woman within my profession.
How you can react to something where now your legacy, and then you see say that position you been there where you maintain somebody else today, but other people and they try for get at that particular individual where they not the position where you don't build.
I think I know where you're heading with that.
And as you answer this, I go directly today.
Well, I think it's very unfortunate how the context don't evolve. It also depends on individual touch, on how you manage things as well, even when you do your advocacy, how you manage things as well, and how you read the environment where you get for operating. So we all believe and we all get a passion and a heart for move this nation forward. And making say I don't have to go into politics. God, they inside me heart, they see the passion. For me, I'm a cool person, but when you really want to see the passion in me, begin talk about salon. I mean, my whole heart, my whole being, they fire up because I love my country and I see the potential we get. Having said that, when you want to do your advocacy and your engagement, you get for read the room. You get for understand the context. You get for know the players who you dey deal with. And like we just discussed, you're dealing with a lot of men. We get a lot of ego. So one of the things that even I can tell my colleague is how you feed a man's ego, even where in whatever form you meet them. They want respect. They want let you value them view. So I don't fight with men. I see you as a colleague. I see you as a partner in development. And there is a way you engage them. But like I say, all that stereotypes when they see woman, we're very vocal, we're very strong, they get intimidated. And they find many ways for break you down. So it's very unfortunate that we dey get this sort of context where we dey see so. The environment not so friendly. You know, get people that will really they protect activists. And so even when we talk about the shrinking space of civil society, these are some of the things we're talking about: intimidation, harassment. And when it's a woman, it becomes even more intense because everybody not like clear and poorly name or allude at any side. But women in it maybe generally some them dry enough, but women generally will not like this personal attack. We don't like that. And it hurts, it pains because we dey sacrifice a lot, we dey give a lot. This na holiday. From this morning I don't wake up almost o'clock I wan relax na me babe. Dey on the media, we are discussing how the country that nobody is paying me for. I'm not being paid. So we dey do a lot of things, we dey go the extra mile. I did remember 2018 election. We were doing standing together for democracy. Me, Marcella, Kevin Lewis then, I think we been get, I think Andrew Lavali was there as well. Mahmoud Tawali with the ideas now. We dey go AYV with Navo all sometimes till midnight. We dey go all meeting take time, so we don't go work na morning. And we have children, we have family, we have our
Yes,
partners.
I remember
We
that.
don't left for morning. We don't go work. We dey then a meeting take 10, 12. Then a morning radio station go call you 7:30.
For go.
98. You come out there, you go AYB, come out there, you go SLBC, you come out there, you go here. And talking and engaging takes a lot on you. We dey go meeting to meeting, they engage, ECOWAS engage. So we're giving all of that. We were even where you go say we dey work in our office, the way then they pay we. But the amount of energy, resource wey been dey pour in, nobody know dey pay we for that. And yet people dey not appreciate that there are a lot of things we even do behind the scenes. For me, I'm not much on the media, and I've said it because I think let other voices then come. But there are still some things I do on the side. A lot of things I do on the side for engage people there, for let we contribute together. People don't know. Who don't know no more, you know. But there are a lot of things we do, even at that time. We know the kind of media for do. We don't quell certain things. We don't make certain things then move forward. So it's really disappointing that we they see waiting they happen now.
And now I go ask you the direct question because you already know Sadego and you know exactly what I the try for talk about. You know, and I've been make in the beginning the introduction about this baby where I call new National Elections Watch. Make I ask the question, the way, the intention, the purpose we make when I set up the National Elections Watch, you know, for look at election inside the country, make sure say when are able to call out certain things then. The National Elections Watch still stand by that?
I will say yes, it does. One of the things that we're proud of in my association with Campaign for Good Governance, Italek will be one of the founders, or let not say Bintalek, we are one of the founders of civil society gathering and movement in Sierra Leone. So if you talk about WANEP today, CGG was part of that. You talk about Market Women Association, you talk about Labour Congress, you talk about the Teachers Union, all their entity then the Wobinge National Forum for Human Rights, National Elections Watch. These are all byproducts of CGG. Zainab Bangura then had a hand in all of that, and we inherit them. We will begin go work. So the formation self of National Elections Watch will be Rogers Wright. Rogers Wright was there and a couple of other people. Then Statham, it was one, and CGG was part of that framework. So we not go come and destroy something where we start, in as much as we inherit them. But it's something we bind into the vision, we bind into the mandate, and that is why we were associated with it. So I know what tell you say National Elections Watch don't deviate from waiting now been the actual inception, how they set her up. It's one of the most effective networks in Sierra Leone. Like I tell you, I talk about National Forum for Human Rights. It's dead and gone. And that was also a network for human rights defenders all across the country. We get civil society movement. We dey try for revive them. And I really thank Madam Juliet Anderson. We don't they run along with them, even though it still has challenges. But what happened to civil society movement? Across the country, it's a movement, which means to the last chiefdom, there are members there. But it sort of faded away. And they all start around the same time. But look at National Elections Watch. We are doing our job. People might not like the job we do, but that's the job. And the mandate's not lost. The leadership, they don't change over time. Francis Fortune Dede, Ken, I don't forget I've been Kenneth in he was there. I think even Ambush James play some what you can call her now.
Coordination.
Some role in there, Bolokata don dede. So it has changed leadership and it don't maintain a mandate. And we're doing all of this because we are passionate about what needs to happen. Sometimes national election, what not even they get money, or not they even get enough money. Organization and they put money in because we believe in the work. We believe in transparency and accountability within democratic processes, especially for elections.
You know, I deliberate for ask you some of them questions there. So the reason being, you know, two reasons. One, CGG, Campaign for Good Governance, I always refer to and say, you help serious one for woman. In as much as the inner baby of Zainab Awabangura, but you help serious one for groom that particular organization, especially in the formation of all of the one they are so way you actually they call out so no. So for lay we see, the speaker or the deputy speaker actually they talk about them, new, as I'm pretty sure you don't hear about that one day, you don't watch that video there, and especially they make particular attack on the chairperson of new for now, where same way so double as the executive director for campaign for good governance. When you sit on back, they watch or listen and kind of things, then how you feel?
I think I feel very bad, and I think they condemn everybody. We don't make a personal attack on Marcella, whether over the radio or in the space where they sit down or on social media. I think it's very bad. Eleka explain me and Marcella don't work together. And I know say we both share the same passion for Sierra Leone. It go get your angle because I can recall some people and can call me, hey, now say, listen, the way me they engage and the way Marcella they engage is different. I am Valnora and that is Marcella. So we have the same passion, we get the same vision, but we approaches will be different. But that does not mean you they go attacker. And I think it's very unfortunate within the deputy speaker say, because I know I was there in a meeting that he has participated, organized by National Elections Watch. We don't they engage him, and outside that meeting, he's somebody we have engaged on various things. So he knows National Elections Watch. He knows Marcella. So you might even wonder, why would he make a statement of that nature? But like, would they celebrate or commemorate International Women's Day? This is what we are saying. Some man them, when they see strong women, passionate women, women who are not intimidated, because I'm no man that intimidates me. I know they see man as a threat. I know they see man as I see them as partners. I see them as colleagues, people who can work together. Marcella is the same. But there are some men who get intimidated by strong women. And I then can't hear them begin to pull them down. But what they do when doing that, they makes us even stronger. It's challenging. You feel down. You don't feel appreciated. But they kill with spirits. And so it's a very unfortunate statement where the deputy speaker be make, and another very unfortunate statement where the honorable be make now 98.1 the other day. And that same honorable day knows campaign for good governance.
And I mean, just one for go to the one day, that for don't be the second question. And the question still remains. Marcella na party person, because the statement from the honorable na that in no say in a member of the APC, they ask a question we are very much happy about, say, okay, that is a strong, allegation. How you know that? You will prove that? He said, then tell and say, na APC person. So the APC be push one. Marcella na party person, from what you sabi?
As far as I know, I don't know whose party Marcella dey. And one of the things then we I need for clarify to people of Sierra Leone, and I hope this really goes far and wide. We don't build a narrative that and even when I serve the journal, they can say everybody belong. I want let people know so everybody not belong. Decide where we belong now the country called Sierra Leone. And when they say this belong, everybody belong to APC and SLPP. That is a very false narrative. Very, 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 very false. There are 17 political parties. They are and each of them political party they elect now 1,000 person, then get them as members. Never assume that everybody is APC, everybody is SLPP. There are people who are not even within political parties, and voting in an election does not make you a member of a political party. And who does say where people then they go vote now APC and SLPP then they vote for? Do you how then they know? So I've also had, but you they vote, that means you belong. Who said that? There are 17 political parties, and when they can read the results, you dey hear people they elect and say na 3 votes. You get them? So there are people who vote for those parties. And you can vote for a political party, not necessarily because you belong to that party. I have had people who have told me, well, for the 2 parties, then they go say, in 2007 or 2012, me na Nessa bin vote for president. But then when 2018 come, na Mada I vote for. Then the people tell you that. That shows they don't belong to a party. Some of us are convinced by your policy. That's why I will get, we listen keenly when you dey do you, when you dey read your manifesto and when you dey do your campaigning. We vote for people based on policy. Me, I don dey 1 year before people wey I vote for dem all dey na different party. Then 4 different political parties because na dey resonate with wetin I dey think. So I vote the 4 different. So you wan tell me say I dey na all for the party? No. So aligning her, as far as I know, I no ever yeri or see any indication say dis me colleague, dis me sister, because we've come a long way. E dey na dis party and e dey na dat party. Dat na one. The second thing, we also have a right to belong to any political party wey we want for. No law no dey against. We have freedom of association. Where there is a problem and na dat thing dey don fuel salon, na when you take your political party affiliation pass your professional ethics, and we see that happening in every single profession at dis country. You dey see people dem wey you dey think say you for hold in high esteem, wey for follow law and procedure, dem dey compromise because of their affiliation to political party, because dem feel say they were appointed by people in parties. So dem professional ethics goes to the drain and then just dey go with the flow. So that is the other reason we are having all these challenges. And then we dey see politicians, they can make some kind statements where you really wonder, why do you defame somebody so? And it's very bad. You don't make that sort of statement. And the one where you say the APC, they go lobby international community for let dem appoint Marcella as an electoral commissioner. Who stay international community don't begin dictate to the government who they appoint? Who stay? Who stay international community in hand on in the appointment of electoral commissioners? How you, as a member of parliament, see the country? How you look the country that we are not even competent enough as a country, that the government not competent enough for let you appoint people there, pass the international community get for dictates? Because that is what you are saying. So it's very, very unfortunate. And these are the people who are supposed to be leading us. These are the people where some man go look, he want admire and emulate and see what they're saying. See the sort of conversation, see the sort of misleading thing the way that they engage in.
So all of them things here. So just 2 questions on this, then I'll take you away from this particular discussion. One, you don't already tell me say new stand by waiting and see, but this whole problem started off with the 2023 election. Also, they been do this parallel, I think voting also, or coalition for take the results parallel. To National Electoral Commission, and at the end of the day, when NEC they actually announce the results, say now this income we be still sign new become and say no, we not say possible we know, but at this stage, from waiting we self gather, we not see nobody forget 55%. This na the problem, and at this they boil now. And from what we analyze, it's like if the deputy speaker say, come on, let we investigate them and see if all of the people and wait and say they get to the network if possible, then we actually get for waiting for do. And lastly, it talks say, let the new ECSL chairperson set a standard, for actually see how best they can handle issue like that. You think say this not another, intention for silence or for take out National Elections Watch from monitoring election inside Israel?
So again, I will come back and say the statement of the deputy speaker is very unfortunate, and you see the stretch of the state capture, because as a state agency, you have no business in the internal dynamics of a civil society entity. We self-regulate ourselves. So you dey see how far they want engage, and you can see how weak civil society don't become over time. That other than some of us, we don't step back and retire from the space to give other space. The one themselves where they vocal, where they go, they no get the momentum, the steam, and the environment for let them thrive as much as we used to have, which is very unfortunate. Because for there to thrive in democracy, for let an opposition able for stand well, and for let even a ruling government govern effectively, you need the voices of civil society.
Okay.
And wetin we dey do, it's not just about say we condemn, we partner. And I recall when I been dey campaign for good governance. Campaign for good governance was represented in so many government committees and forums and this and that. Sometimes even when we don talk na radio done, you go see somebody from the government dey call. E say wetin you say, e make a lot of sense. E say we need una for come and partner in this space. So if you look at when MCC starts, CGG was there. Open government partnership, we were there, and many other committee and thing dem wey even the time wey government may begin do this land cadastral thing, we were part of that. I did remember because na me sef I dey tell her say we no sabi land o, we no know land. And say no, you will understand not the technicality of it, but how will it affect the common person? How will it affect the citizen? Na that idea we wan let you coincide with or discuss anything there. So we had the space to engage. Nobody no go, even though then social media had just started, but nobody no begin go send people the way they go curse person, threaten person, intimidate person. There were some subtle intimidation. Some other colleagues experienced it, like even in the last government. But progressively over time, there's just this sort of squeeze where people then talk, you go see people then go post you on Facebook, threaten your family, and now you dey even get now, it's like now you dey see the real face behind all of them. Then now you go say na been blogger them and this. Now you dey see the real face of people that wey hold very high position, where you expect say for they carry themselves with that sort of ethics and integrity and not calm down to then kind level of discussion here. But you're seeing the faces behind them blogger they waiting on social media for being the discredit organization. So we just see it as a way, yes, of trying to shut down National Elections Watch, as some have been trying to shut down quite a number of other organizations. They will don't be vocal and then they push for do the right thing.
If they succeed for do this, because at the finance it could be very difficult, because the National Elections Watch, I remember if you do as a journalist and you work for IRN, for example, you get for collaborate with National Elections Watch for actually do something. I can remember there was a time when me na be the national reporter also, and then I get for left certain post for go catch up with news where they happen somewhere else. You they left the National Elections Watch when the only person where you trust for come back and talk say wetin happen or the time where I go. So if this happens, say they're actually able for destabilize or able for break the National Elections Watch, way by effect will tell on the IRN Independent Radio Network, because I will tell you say most of the IRN election result where they can get not from the reporter but now from new where can they that different side. I can just call say okay, you then at this side what it like it will snap the thing in no need for tell me. So what in this go mean for the 2028 election if we get to this point?
So the first thing is nobody not going able for break new, because they get for understand saying Marcella is not new, new is not Marcella. There are several organizations in new. There are governance structures in new. I am part of new. And I don't observe election as saloon from 2004 under new. And I don't do international observation under ECOWAS 4 times. So when I see how new they operate, they violate no law. And people and therefore also realize that in civil society, we have built professionalism in the things we do. I have a master's degree in human rights. I have a master's degree in governance and leadership. I don't go many trainings all across the world. I can say the only continent where I not go is now Australia. But so maybe somebody invites me to go Australia. But every other continent I have been to. So even being exposed to other cultures, how I've been to Iran, I've been to Peru, I've been to Sudan, all inside and the way you get different dynamics in terms of the leadership and how they operate. Let you just see how things. So we have built professionalism in what we do. We are experts in what we do. And it's the same with the elections observation. We have gone through, and you will not say new belong to so many networks in ECOWAS, in Africa, and even globally. And we are exposed Members of new, then the last colleague they will go, I think they go Guyana. Then go Guyana, go observe, be part of observation mission na Guyana. So we are exposed to all these elections observation where some of them people here where they talk have not even been exposed to. So we've built expertise in the work wey we dey do. So we know wetin we dey talk. And you be asked earlier this PVRT. PVRT, I think if I remember, started in 2012. I'm not part of the technical team wey can go wey actually dey do, but in the 2018 and 2023 election, I was also trained for be a trainer for train the observer the way they go do that one day. And we've been using it 2012, e do 2018, then e come 2023. 2023 now, people then begin hala. And we notice the same thing with IRN. IRN does not read the results. What it does, it dey tell you wetin comot na polling station. That is not the final result. Now, the electoral commission they
Provisional.
announce final.
So now the
So
polling station
you cannot
results
stop
as
that
the vote, how then
because
they
you
count people they
begin,
get them.
yes, then begin stop now say, oh, INSF get for stop for they say this and that. Come on, it's common knowledge. You go na Liberian election, I was there. Nah, yagba no dey. How you see them IRN mean they do na so then self get some network like where they then they call station so now this na the result. Who they able for the tabulate now they tabulate. That's what they call transparency. But like I emphasize, nobody no go stop we for let new continue for exist because new is not Marcella, Marcella is not new. And in globally, it's an accepted norm now across the world that civil society plays that oversight role for improve on governance. E can't even where people like say, oh, look them people here and then jump with president. They don't join them. I have been part of several government delegation because it is mandatory now. Then they tell you this process, you get for get civil society inside at the UN level, at the ECOWAS level, at the African Union level, at the Commonwealth level, all them global networks, policies and engagement like open government partnership. It's government and civil society. So there are civil society where government therefore include in certain engagements. E no mean say you don join government, but we partner with government because we want every single government to succeed. And at that lens dey, the politicians get for look. We the people then are we dey at the end, the receiving end of all your policy, all your legislation. We civil society, we build expertise in certain areas so we can able channel to you say, this thing wey you wan do, e good o, but why you no look am so? Why you no look am so? Why you no look am so? And when you don begin implement your policy, you sef dey go, you dey do your evaluation, fine. But evaluation na external person get for look am for you and tell you, this is where you dey work fine. This is where you need to strengthen. This one really no dey go well. And for most politicians, the wey we don see na salon, they just think about themselves at that time when they dey in office and how then they consolidate themselves, let that power, influence and access to money and other resources then continue forget am, including taking wetin belong to me and you. We dey say no, do the needful, wetin for na me own, wetin na you own, let we get am, the balance na left to you. Not necessarily that e left to you because you get for build for generations to come. So that's the role we dey play.
When you talk just now, at least you talk about IRN, say, even the last election, and say, oh, IRN did this, IRN did that. I forget about that totally, completely. And then now I become more worried, with the pressure on new. And then that one early warning signed it from 2023 election about cautioning IRN. You not think say we get forget because now I will still go back to the deputy speaker in word 2, the ECSF boss say let them get a standard for observing election and other things. You foresee anything say more restriction get for day on IRN in terms of the way out and they read the polling station results there. So when a lot of people can up and say they keep them cool now the host, they get for listen for know if the candidate they do well or not they do well at all. You think this a kind of restriction get for day?
So when they can talk about accountability and transparency, when we hear some of these things, it also makes you begin wonder, do people really understand what that means? Because one of the things then that civil society does is to help governments to be accountable and transparent, and it keeps you on your toes. And I think I can even personalize and say everybody in your life, you need somebody where they tell you that one two day. If you there, you feel say everything wey they do so right and you so wonderful that nobody can't draw your attention. Say, you know, this thing make am so or careful or this, then you're in big trouble. So if there are institutions, organizations wey don stand over time, they don stand the test of time, they have proven themselves that dem can deliver, and you wan suppress them because you think say dem go expose certain thing dem, I think it's very bad. People dey don put a lot of their energy, but we don determine say that will not happen. E just unfortunate say the ECSL and the issue like with new continue for fester on, and I see it more as more of an individual issue now rather than institutional issue. I know it's people, individuals that make up institution, but every institution get for rise above. That's why you have systems, you have processes, you get procedure. In my view, there's nothing wrong if you wan create a standard for election observers, but if the intention na for restrict the space on how dem can do dem work, then it's very bad for our democracy. And if na that road dey we dey go, I think it's very unfortunate for Sierra Leone. It will be very, very unfortunate. So me wan encourage the powers that be that you have to allow us to do our work. We don dey do this work today before even some man dey even dream say e wan go into politics. We've been doing this job, and we dey do am not because we wan go be president or we get one particular party wey we wan follow win. We have been working across all governments, and we know even when APC dey in government, how well we worked with SLPP wey dem dey in opposition. And for me, some of the one wey dey governance, I can call them say, remember when you were in opposition, how you been dey call we wey you wan to take a stand on some of them thing they are? How you been dey agitated wey certain thing dem bin dey be? Because you dey think say at that time there was no transparency, accountability or inclusion. Let we not play that game there, because some of we know a lot. We know a lot. So we are in all of this together. National Elections Watch is not there for determine who that suppose for win. What we are there is for let the will of the people be felt. The will of the people come to reality. Who that win, let it win genuinely. After all, every government, and like you say, education, now you game changer. Now energy, now you game changer. Even when they do then civic education, any government wey come, na the same work you dey do for we. The same thing. You get for make sure say Guinea no can take over salon. You get for make sure say if na granite I dey sell, I get a safe space. Not to forget sit down na footpath block road o, but I have a safe space where I can buy me granite, I go sell am, I able take care of my pikin. If I dey pay for light, I get am, and not to one wey they can blow off me things dem. If na water, I get am. Not to water wey the dirty dey tey. Now we don get sickle wey salon don coin, malaria, typhoid, malaria. Now we wan get that sick dey na this world.
All to go together.
So you come, you deliver. You get for make sure say we get case wey we go police. Then they go ask we for paper and pen. But then take we statement, they take it seriously, and due process follow. If I get right to bail, you give me bail. If I dey ship thing dem come, you know they can tax me say, then I dey spend 1 month na Wataki for let me thing dem comot. That is what every government. So whether it is an APC-led government, whether it is an SLPP government, let family dey understand say na the same work you dey do o. You get for make sure say private sector thrive, so that all man no go wan go work inside government, because na all that get this fettle for consolidate, because now working in government, being a politician is a money making venture. While if you have private sector, you employ people. I was just in another media, they every day talk about them people there when they pull na streets for their own safety, for environmental reasons, for safety, for road safety purposes. Because we where they work now, na the road we dey work with the motorcar there, the marketing there on top the footpath. But you need to do that for the safety of the people. You need for make sure say you get side where you give them for go sell. You need for find alternative means of livelihood. Let all man not be petty trader. Open factory where then they go work. So they just need skills. Not all thing we get for doing at this country need book knowledge. You need common sense and you skill, and the country will develop. That is the role of every government. So that is all you need to do. So why wetin na the difference? APC car na the same work e get for do. SLPP car na the same work e get for do. What we are pushing for, civil society, and any way they advocate, whether now on health, on girl child, on male involvement, on the economy, anything, and for let the government where they do the right thing. Let we live a dignified life in this country.
So let me touch this one. With all of the laws, then we see electoral reforms, the tripartite thing, arguments, APC walk out of parliament and all of the things they are, the method in appointing electoral commissioners and all of them things. When you put all this together, now look 2028 as a bigger picture and the space where women get in this, the PR system and all. We know say the PR system they try to give more seats to women there. But the conducive environment for 2028 with all laws, all the kind of tension where we see, all the kind of alala, how you don't they see? Because the reason why they ask this, one person where you go, you analyze situation. I they play something just now, where that particular clip they still live as we they talk so right now, with regards all of what you talk. So I ask you this question back: how you they project 2028 election?
So one of the things that will don't happen to all election, it always come with tension, confusion. I remember when 2023 election can they say this is not the most tense election we'll ever get. It was tense, you get a few things, but we glided over. So deliberately, I see the politicians, especially the two oldest political party, the actors, they create a lot of tension. And I think they do that for distract from the actual things they look at. So why should they make, they don't arrest them, that bill not pass, this. We don't pay attention to what is their policy, their marketing, like call their marketing, where they want to do. You one can stand election for run this country. What you they sell? What you they can do for me pikin, and generations to come? How do you lift Sierra Leone, not be so vulnerable to external shock economically? How do you build private sector where we'll get good companies like we used to have before the war, where people them they work all over? You will get a lot of we colleagues where them parents them work na good time. Them parents them in the NDMC. We all mean they mingle. Those were two key things. We had so many factories. Now that thing they then can one distract we from. So then they make so much fet, then they get at there misguided youth them. Well, I hope say now they all don't learn. Then they go take their own picking them or their family picking them. Then they take people picking them, go put them in harm's way, give them drugs, give them weapons for go intimidate other people. So wise people then they focus, say, hey, look, they make you under. You're not actually listening. Say, this MP cam or this person in the presidential candidates, what is really the market? How we don't really couch are finally addressing this energy sector where government can also story. The same blackouts now they sit down. The same water challenge. Imagine a country this hour with the get rain, say with against with the rain. Yet we cannot have water supply every day. We not get 24, 367 days of water. Then even where the water can, the way the water they dirty, we don't have that. So we know they pay attention to that. We are looking at all that thing. And one of the things around the electoral system, you mentioned PR. PR does not bring in more women. That's now one of the narrative they were not correct. In this election, the reason why we had more women is the provision in the Public Elections Act that stated that of every 3, 1 for be a woman. Now that increase where force political parties for include. It is not the electoral system. You can have first past the post. You can have a corresponding law that requires that in all your nomination, the same. In fact, what will they advocate for now in that act? Then for say From the three, the first person wey you for pick for be woman. We even dey say dem for even make am zipper say from the three you for make woman, man, woman. That will make more women. It is the Electoral Act and other provisions, the internal party democracy that will ensure that there are more women. It is not the electoral system. So that narrative dey sef wey dem bin give say PR go create more women, it is not the PR that creates more women. It is a legislation that will force, because we cannot rely on goodwill on the political party dem for let dem put boku woman there, because dem go argue say in I think 2006 or so, you had a lot of women wey go in because of PR. Out of goodwill and because that war done and all, there was a lot of push that women should be part of it, wey we still dey talk about now. And TRC bin say minimum 30, and imagine it's over 20 years now. So we for even, and he said progressively. So we for even move beyond 30% and begin talk about 50-50. Una say let go 60-40 sef. Then we dey 50-50 side by side, because we need the men to grow. We need the men to develop. It's partners in development. So for me, 2028 no go be any more contentious than any other election wey we don get. And I think the politicians therefore stop for play this game wey dem dey create a lot of tension, dey distract people from actually dissecting wetin dem dey say during the campaigning. And I was one person among others wey we dey advocate for let dem stop that rally, and I glad wey PPRC bin do am. Because what happens is just about singing and dancing. Then they give people them drugs, then give them pega pack and drink wey dey make them drunk. Then dem go begin attack and do wrong things, and they have not lis ten ing. When dem come out of dem drunken state, ask dem say that campaign rally wey you go, wetin dem talk? You no know nothing.
To enjoy.
You no lis ten nothing. Na enjoy no more you go enjoy. And not for say that party dey sef you dey go vote for am o. But just like the fun. I mean, say Alliance, to be fair, we like enjoyment, we like fun. I don't like the fun in the election. It should be that way. Because like I said, na the same work on all we can do.
Right.
But let not bring tension come, we go distract we from what you are selling. And because some of us, that is what we listen to, we go inform, we voting.
Okay.
So Lord distract you from that.
All right. The last question I will ask you, this one, I know, and you start for talk about that, and they say when it can on issues we get for do with Sierra Leone, you can see the passion where they come out of you, the lioness they come out for be very, very much strong. So I can use this quickly, for making your breath come down, come up, and I want something, and the thing we I want now a living message. That is to say, how you can talk to Salone people and generally, especially as we prepare for the election where they come. Double up. The good thing now, you then at the Peace Commission right now, and discuss several things then. The opposition, the ruling party, parliamentarians, even community people, and I no doubt the kind of role where you play. But I want a message from you. Before we come to that one day, please just give me this time, make I just read this thing quick one. And then I come to you now for your message. This one are just 30 seconds, please. And this one actually come out from Macaulay on the International Women's Day message. It say on this International Women's Day, the Macaulay movement celebrates the courage, resilience, and contributions of Sierra Leonean women, both at home and across the diaspora. From our communities in Sierra Leone to those representing our nation abroad, women continue to uplift families, strengthen institutions, and inspire positive change even in the face of challenges. We also extend a message of solidarity to women who may be experiencing difficult moments at this time, including Zainab Sharif. Association remind us of the emotional burdens many women carry, particularly as mothers and caregivers, and we encourage strength, hope, and perseverance. Today, we honor all Sierra Leonean women everywhere for their endurance, leadership, and unwavering spirit. May this day continue to inspire unity, dignity, and progress for women across the world. Happy International Women's Day, the Communication Secretariat at the Macaulay Movement. Okay, so this one actually not for you, but waiting I go on for ask now of you, like I say, speak to me, speak to Salon people. I want Salon people for actually get something, because one thing we will miss now the fact say we not can think when it comes to party business. We not can think when it comes to development. Politics don't they everywhere so much that people not think bright, from the members of parliament to the presidency to the citizen. We all just to mix everything up. Accountability, where you want for all this to account and say you're not party picking. Where you want for do this thing and say you're not this. So that kind of tolerance, that kind of thing where we use for live with as Sierra Leonean, don't they kind of die out? And this, in my own opinion, the politicians love that, because the more we as people divide, the more they get the way for actually do things them we not correct for the country. But if they find out, say, we don't become united as a nation, and the people them voices them, they become stronger, then the position within then the fear say some of them no go did it. Like for example, you get this table where the big man and they, now just a scenario, the big man they did at the party, and under the table, now we the citizens them, now we hold the table. They not ever wallow grab. The minute we choose for grab, the party all over. Please, talk to we as a nation. I want for feel that thing we go make that me nationalism come in me once more time.
The people in a salon, this country also now we get them, and now we get for make them. Right now we dey fuel am. We don't allow few people them where they within politics for they bring division, for they bring kuskas, for they bring ala. Who get for stop them? The people then will elect this country, then boku pass the one they way just they think about this country for themselves. Election dey come in 2028. We life not for move from one electoral process to another. We need for be united as a people. We need for like we serve as a nation. We need for fear God. Right now we dey call am Ramalent. The Lent and the Ramadan day together. What are we fasting for? What are we praying for? When we get meeting there, what we can call God? What we can tell and say? As a nation, let we be honest. Let we serve God. Let we realize say na God we dey for fear, not a mortal man. Wetin God don mark for we, wetin God don destine for we, no mortal man no dey pull am for we. So as we dey approach 2028, let in every corner where you sit down, begin ask yourself, whose kind salon you wan see? You can begin ask yourself now that even now, whose kind salon you wan see right now? Na side wey blackout dey, where some road then you can't go, where in season you can't cross. We pikin dem dey go school, then na difficult terrain, then they no get proper wash facilities in the schools. The educational system problematic, the healthcare system still challenging. We want to see tangibles. We want to see improvement. And na me and you, by wetin we dey do in we little space, can make that difference there for make salon better.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Valnoa Edwin, and we appreciate your time with we inside the program. Anything that we want to talk about, we maybe may not ask you.
Now, one of the things I think I just want to encourage everybody, including journalists, I think let's start promoting the positives in this country. We can look for dwell. I mean, a lot of challenging things that happen, I agree. But there's a lot of good work happening. Let's celebrate Sierra Leone. Let's look at the good things people are doing as individuals. I mean, they talked to this lady self again, Vicky Rimo, and I was saying to her, I can enjoy and post them. Now he say yes. He say I say especially when the image wey can give salon. Now he say yes. He say there are beautiful things happening where individuals then they do. As a country, it remains a challenge. So it's an appeal to una the media, the one una wey control the media space. We all have access to the media, by the way, the social media. But una get more follower than some say me go get. So let's start looking at the positives in this country. Let we emulate standard. Let we emulate people and we don't show integrity, where they do the right thing
I
in the
beg for
little.
come inside quickly. You very much correct, but I put this to you, and this now one of the biggest problem with we country right now. Other country them, when things they happen, they say na the country, na everybody. One single individual or politician not just to take praise when they get for do with the country, correct? For example, if we get a football match, this is not salon. It's not about APC. It's not about SLPP. So when we get victory, we celebrate as a country, not one individual. Correct? And this is not the biggest problem. If we for celebrate something as a country, and then because this then at this party and this then at this party, you want for take the place, say no, na me. And in governance, na me, no single individual not able for succeed. It gets to do with the whole country. So if you always they say me instead of we as a nation, then that's not a problem. You don't think so?
I totally agree with you. The issue there is, like I talk about state capture. I talk about how we have politicized everything. So I totally agree with you. You go to other countries when they win, they celebrate as a nation. This is our national team. But yeah, they go begin tell you, now where SLPP the enemy win. No, now where PCP the enemy win.
And that's the strong the divide.
Is divided into an APC and SLPP thing.
Correct.
And that's another thing we need to move away from. So even when I say celebrate what people are doing, I'm not saying celebrate politicians or ministers of government. You are celebrating that teacher where them pikin and go in class, then all pass. Now the teacher, of course, the parents self-contribute. You celebrate that head teacher where all in students then pass. You celebrate that farmer. You celebrate the artists. I remember we used to have free fests a couple of years back. Where you been get na that ended one prison warden in there when they paint around Pademba Road. That man became celebrated during NPRC time. We had people who were doing in what we get free fest prisons. I mean, they win because they had people who created and they do bed, furniture, bag, this and that. That's the sort of celebration I'm talking about. We know they acknowledge the little good thing. Now we get people the way they develop small technology. They see on social media. Those are the things we should be propelling. Those are the things we should be projecting. But every time, in fact, when you listen to even the media, APC this, SLPP that, APC this, SLPP that. And to be honest with you, it becomes tiring and it's boring. And it's not developing Sierra Leone. It's not about a conversation of APC and SLPP is not a developmental conversation.
You saw something.
It is not a conversation where they make Salon go.
I think that this is good for even the job we do, the Peace Commission. They say catch them young, yes, but at the same time, the up gets for actually see how best they open and so like fall or dogs cover all in picking them at the same time and not left nobody out. Why I say this? You talk about all of them small things here. These not individuals then. We need for celebrate the individual as a country. Like you say, not so like, oh now under SLPP now first get this, or now under APC now first get this. This not a help by any way. And I will tell you, other countries then they help them small talents they are for bigger than big. But because we always now the president then can be only king, I make this scam now. Now the vice president I be only this scam. You find out say other people them we don't get anything for those politics. No one for come near then situation and they. So what did happen? With talents and they continue for perish. Now, this is a message for you. And this one come out from my heart. Because at some point, we sit down here and they talk most of the negative things then where they happen at the country. I must confess. And the reason being that because of all of this, good that you come up with this. So now, you then have the Peace Commission. And I really sure say if we get this right, we'll be able to get we country back right. Let we left for grip something as individual, as politician, as party. But rather, let we take them like a country. Let we value the green, white, and blue other than the green or the red. If we get that right, you don't think say Salon don't correct?
I definitely agree with you. I think we need to think more Sierra Leone than think party. Unfortunately, we don't hail and emulate or raise up the politician. We don't make them like them a god. That everything when they do just a follow. And it also becomes a thing of survival. Because, like I say, politics don't become attractive. Some people then feel say by saying negative things, doing this, compromising professionalism, they would be seen, they would be acknowledged by political parties. They go give them position, or when they give them the position, they not go pull them there because then they show. And unfortunately, that allegiance to political parties is not always a good one. Because the political parties themselves get in dynamics were not reflective of a national thinking, unfortunately. Part of it, yes, but holistically, they don't think nationally. So if you say you're loyal to the political party, unfortunately, you dey compromise your own personal integrity, you dey compromise the institution, and you dey compromise the profession where you dey represent, the work where you dey do. And that has been happening. What we need to do when we talk about cohesion, it's like what I'm saying. Let's acknowledge that we're all Sierra Leoneans. You know that for begin member, because now again the other thing, now all man don't come on Moyamba, all man don't turn Shabro, all man in Granny bin dey Kailaun, all man bin dey Bomb. Come on. You name now several
back then the last government. All man come on
change that. Yes. The last day all man may come up Bombali or then they put local. What is that? But some people are doing
God.
it because that's the only way they go survive.
Oh,
So
no.
man, they change the spelling of my name, let Fiba one kind way. So it can see say now. And I always say, well, no, I where you am. You know, say this na born breaded Creole girl from the Western area. And I'm very proud to be a Creole girl. Me family not come on, no sign of Bombali, neither Moyamba. But what I am even more proud of is I'm a Sierra Leonean. And a Sierra Leonean woman will lack in country. A Sierra Leonean professional where they using profession for move this country forward. That is what I'm proud of. And at that message that I was left with people them, say when we talk about cohesion, how do you, like I talk to Unawena journalists, in your own sphere of influence, make the difference? Make sure say you put Sierra Leone first rather than political party.
Thank you very much, Vanna Edwin. Thank you, I appreciate that. And I think
You're
say
welcome.
we go always value your words them, and we go always value, you know, the kind image we don't actually build. And as you did inside the Peace Commission, like me, I still the hope for the best for we country. You know, say you did it and you could help for change. I still they pay attention from the presidency canon because sometimes they're not the one person as the president, but the surrounding. You know, certain people just don't get way out in the thing. But I pray that God continue to give you the strength, they give you the courage, give you the boldness for actually penetrate with the message until they reach yourself for each. Thank you very much. Please get yourself a very good day.
Thank you. A pleasure.
You're right. In name Navalno Edwin, we join me inside the program this morning. One for appreciate them, one for telling her plenty thank you for not taking time for joining me inside the show. Thank you very much to the producer. We actually put this program together. So now all, thank you. Please don't forget for like and share the program. So we lovely woman them. Happy International Women's Day today. Tomorrow we continue for celebrating her. Happy day. Until then, one for say we love and also very much. Please get yourself a very good day. Love you. Bye bye.
We bought, yeah. Salon Vade, dance floor ready tonight. Say I repeat, yeah. Play I'm so, if I'm so. When you dance, your body shines so. Hard to jump when I see you so. Say happy peace, make that feeling, bro. It's with me. Anytime you dance near me, hope place, glad to see. Girl, you start a victory. Yeah. When you enter not the place, all man then watch your face. But now me you call your own. Girl, you put me for first place. Yeah, laughter bright like day. Make my worries run away. From Freetown go Botown. Them they talk how you swear. No go let me make a fall. Now your love how they call. Hold me close, make we ball. Dance tonight, forget all. If I'm so when you dance, your body shines so. How they dance when I see you so. Say how beats make the feeling grow. It's with me, it's with me. Anytime you dance near me, whole place glad for see. Girl, you're starting a victory. Yeah, music high, moon they glow. Salon people feel the flow. Say heartbreak beats run the show.